Hello dear students from G8. This is the first video I make for you for mathematics. I shall solve some questions from the end exam that you had, which was made by Miss Maria. So let's go to the first question. The diagram shows a shape made from identical parallelograms and triangle. Calculate the total area of the shape. Total area, first you have to analyze the shape. You have here one parallelogram, and you have here the second parallelogram, and here you have a triangle. So you have three shapes. You have to calculate each one individually, the area of each one, and then you add them together to find the total area. So how you find the area of a parallelogram? You multiply the base by the height. This is the parallelogram. This is the height, okay? How I find the height? This is the height here corresponds to this height here. This is 8 centimeter for the height of two parallelograms, but I need one parallelogram, so it is 8 divided by 2, and this gives me then 4 for this height. Also the height of the triangle, how much is that? The height here correspond to this distance here, 11 centimeter. So 11 centimeter minus 8 centimeter will give you 3 centimeters. Okay, so the height is here 3 centimeters. 3 plus 8 gives you 11. So this here corresponds to this distance here. You subtract 11, you subtract 8 from 11, and leaves you with the height 3. So how you find the area now of the triangle and the parallelograms, or two parallelograms? First you write the formula. Area equal the area of the parallelogram equal base by height. Okay, the base is 8 centimeter multiplied by the height give you 32 centimeters. And you have not to do the same again because it's only two parallelograms, so you only add them. 32 multiplied by 2, or 32 plus 32, which leave me with 64 centimeters square. And then we find the area of the triangle, which is half base multiplied by height. We find the height 3, half of the base, which give me 18 centimeters square. And then you add all of them together. So the total area will be 32 plus 32 plus 18, which give me 82 centimeters square. This is how you find the total area of this shape. This question is a graph shows the cost of gold in dollars. Use the graph to find a formula of the cost in dollars. Anyway, we have here a relationship, a graph, which represent, as any other graph, what they represent for us a visual information. You can have information in many forms. You can have information as data, you can have information as numbers, you can have information in text, word text, or you can have information in pictures. One of them is the graphs. So each point on this black line represent the relationship between a cost and a gold weight. Okay, so it's the relationship between cost and the weight of the gold, how much gold and how much it cost in each point on the black line, because the black line is just like the rule or the bond which connect these costs with these weights from the gold, not anywhere else. No, only on the black line. Okay, so take any point on the black line, for example here, and you go horizontally, exactly horizontally, to find now 225. This is the cost of how much you go vertically of 5 grams, for example, from gold. How much you find the ratio, so that you can find the formula. So it is cost over gold, which is 225 over 5, 45. So here is the ratio, the percentage, or the ratio is 45. So you can use this formula always to find the cost when you have a certain weight in gold. If you have 10 grams, you multiply by 45 to find the cost. If you have 1 gram, you multiply by 45 to find the cost. If you have 100 grams, you multiply by 45 to find how much is cost. So we invented now a formula, we invented an equation which can give us the cost at any weight, because we know the relationship between them, the ratio between them is 45. Okay? Now this question is to find the gradient of a straight line passing through the point 5 minus 3 and 3, 3. You know this 5 is x and this is y. This is x and this is y. But we are dealing with 2 points, and there's a lot of ways to find the gradient. If you have a point and an equation, you can find the gradient. If you have two equations, you can find the gradient. If you have 2 points, you can find the gradient. the case that we have here is that we have 2 points. So which formula I use? I use this formula, gradient y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. I advise you to write on the points, when this is x1, this have to be y1, and when this is x2, this have to be y2. And then you substitute the values in this formula, which will give you like this. A lot of students make mistake here. When we say 3, y2 minus 3, we have 2 minuses. This minus comes from the formula, and this minus is already here. It's already here. So you have 2 minuses, which will give me plus 6 over minus 2, and this is the gradient minus 3. Then you can have the gradient minus 3. This question, use the graph to solve these simultaneous equations, or you can say also synchronized equations. That means they are happening at the same time. They are there at the same time, crossing each other. Which one? Is it this one or this one? Is it this one or this one? How do I know that? First, you see here you have 2 equations. You have to change these 2 equations so that you have only y on one side and the rest on the other side. Also for this one, you have to have only y, not 2y, not y squared, not y over 2, no, only y on one side and the rest on the other side. Okay, when I do that, then I find that y equal minus 2x plus 10 for this one, and I have and this is, as from the equation I see that I have here plus 10. That means it intercepts with the y-axis at 10, as you see here. So this equation belongs to this line here. Okay, what about the next one? The next one will be like this, y equal 1 over 2x plus 2. This number here, not the coefficient of x, this is the coefficient of x, equal minus 2. This is the gradient, and this is the gradient from x. This is 1 over 2 is the gradient of the equation. I'm speaking about this number. This number represents the intersection of the equation with the y-axis. Can you show me such a graph? Which one is intercepting with 2? This one or this one? This one. Why? Because this one intercepting with 2 and this one intercepting with 4. Okay? So this 2 is this one. So then our choice is these 2 lines. This one and this one, they intercept at this point, and this point represents for us the solution. This point, which is xy, represents the solution. So you have to read it. You have to go vertically and horizontally. You go vertically like this, you find it here 3.2, and you go like this, you find 3.6. So the values of x and y, this is the solution how I did that. This is the solution how we did that. X is 3.2 and y equal 3.6. At the end you shall find that x equal 3.2 and y equal 3.6. Where is x and y? Is this point here. You go vertically and you read it. Horizontally if you read the x, the y, sorry, and you go vertically if you read the x. X is 1, 2, and then 3, and then you read how much percentage is still there. So the next question, this is the solution how we did it. Okay, the next question, that's all for today. Until the next video, thank you very much.